The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from Heinz Field. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 3rd.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Rip right. He's coming.
Jack 16.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. A huge play there right off the bat. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. First carry for James Conner. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that out.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Gun.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Gun.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Go ahead. Yellow.
Throwing, Cousins. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
It's a gain of 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Flash and turn.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Here we go. Black 80.
You go tight. You go tight. You go tight right there.
Black.
2nd and 5 now. Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson there to make the grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, if they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horse. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Cousins now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave, the D-tackle, getting the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Cousins. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start the drive with Samuels. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
from the 45 on second down. Roethlisberger complete. It's Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Roethlisberger will throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down again. So the sack, and now a third and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
6-6, bullet high. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Heat these two.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. Fourth down, here's Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Second and 5 now. Roethlisberger stepping up. He'll try and run. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now it's Roethlisberger. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Gun.
To throw is Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Final play of the half, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Hey, Alpha.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. A first down throw for Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 13 yards out. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 14-yard line. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Right here, right here. Switch. Switch it.
First. Hey, orbit.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier.
180.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Again, it's Connor. Powers through him. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, here we go.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
My 40.
Hey, alert.
On your team.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Throwing is Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
61, matchbox right.
The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. He may try and run for this. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Hey, Delta.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Javon Hargrave able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. There he goes inside the 30. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Woo! Mike 55. Mike 55.
Gun.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Cousins on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. That 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long.
Gun.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Wide. Hey, Charlie.
50, Mike 50. Ready? Mike 50, Mike 50.
They go play action. Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And he's able to find Diggs. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, box truck.
They'll throw again. Cousins to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are able to cut into that lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Hey, team 6.
Here's Cousins. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. Oh, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50. Mike gun.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
300.
Mike's 50.
Go.
Cousins to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
66.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry.
He's got a man, complete. Stephon Diggs. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a two-point conversion to tie it.
But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a two-point conversion away from tying this game up.
55. Let's go. Check 55.
One last shot now for Cousins. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line.
Let's go.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.